So Danny's been talking about referees, injuries, and how it's the most disappointed he's been in 16 months. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know to like the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when videos go live. There'll be a debrief on Monday, and I believe there's a stream Wednesday night, and there'll be a debrief Thursday as well. We'll have lots of stuff going up and stuff like that. There'll be a lot to talk about, but we'll see what happens. So Danny has been speaking to the media after yesterday's game versus West Brom, and it's safe to say that he wasn't happy with it, and these are things that he had to say yesterday after the game. He said, I think this is in my 16 months, one of the toughest defeats to take. I think the first half, West Brom was a better team. We had more control. They had more control. For me, important that we stayed in the game. We tried to play football, but we didn't find the solution we wanted. We sat a bit deeper, gave them more of the ball, and we tried to close the centre. It's like they played there. It was okay. It was clear in the second half we wanted to change something. We discussed it during the week. The first moment we had the 2 against 1 on the right-hand side. Instead of finding teammates, we try and shoot from 25 metres. We haven't arrived in our shape, and they couldn't go goal. And it's one of those things where we've had it where we tried to get ourselves into the game, but first half we sat way too deep, and that whole thing, you can see how one couple of decisions in how you set up can change a game. He said, I must say credit for my team that stayed in the game. We were still in it, the game, and still aggressive, still winning duel, creating more and more. Caught the game. There would have been the moment where we could have scored. The sub gave us a lift, and again, subs have made a difference once again. It's a draw with 2 minutes to go. We throw in, and the opponent half made the wrong decision. They counter, and again, it's a set piece goal in such a game. These are more detailed state. I think it was a draw. I would say it's a good championship game. And you're right, it's a good championship game. If you're neutral in this game, you're thinking that's a really good game to watch a football, good advertisement for the championship. It was really well done in that sense. But it's one of those things where you've got to take your chances. It's something we don't do. Now, he went on to talk about the refereeing by Tom Nide. I think that's how you say it. Spent some time looking over to his system before giving us our opener. He said, you know me now for 16 months. I normally do not speak about decision made on the pitch because I take them. It always go quickly. If the assistant ref waited flag, we would have had to take it, no problem. But between the goal and the offside decision, there was 16 seconds. That means it's not really clear. I think this is hard to take. It means we would have taken the lead. It would have been a 1-0. It means West Brom would have had to come at us. It's football. It happens. And it's one of the things, like I said, it's football. It happens. There's not a lot we can do about going back about decisions. It's already happened. We've seen the goal taken, and we've got to move on. We as a team should be then making it more to try and get more chances like that, because at times they couldn't stop Gassama going forward, and he had a chance like that in the first half, and it was a really good save by Wildsmith to deny him. And you're just thinking more of those kind of situations would have been really nice to see, and see us try and take those opportunities a little bit more. But here comes the not so good part. Sheffield Wednesday are likely to be without key defender Deshaun Bernard for an extended period of time. Now, the 24-year-old limped out of the game after it looked like he buckled his knee. He originally looked like he was going to continue, and then he again went down with no one near him. The home support booed him, which was bizarre. You can see that he's not great. After how Bernard was doing his injury, it appeared that it centered around his knee or lower quadricep. So if it's knee, you pull something. If it's your quadricep, you pull the muscle, and that's hard to do. And it just means it's another player in the treatment room, because he also speaks about Barry Bannon. He spoke about the Bernard. They said, not good. It could be a big one. It's a big injury. It's a very sad for him. With Barry, we do not know when he is back. It could be a long one. It could be 4 weeks. It could be 6 weeks. It could even be 7 days. At the moment, we're not too sure. It's a difficult one. I am convinced, though, that we can get to the next chance. I said before, we must be positive. We have 24 hours to take the defeat, and then we will go again. And that's the thing. You do that, and you take what you can, and you go again. We'll take the defense come Monday, back in the training, back analysing the game. The players will be doing the recuperation stuff on Sunday to sort out. Bernard sits this out, though, leaves us very stretched to the back with the likes of Femero and Iorfa on the sideline for the coming weeks. And they're not close to being back. They're back in training in the middle of next month kind of thing to get them properly back up to speed. And it'll be interesting to see what happens. And the problem is we didn't strengthen the centre-back position in the summer. In January, we didn't strengthen the centre-back role at all. And that's a huge problem. That now leaves you with a Whitway, Otterbayo, your main two centre-backs, with Marvin Johnson, who can slot in a left-back, and Valerie and Max Lowe, who can both play centre-back in their careers as well. So we got makeshift people. Pato can play there. Palmer can play there a little bit. There are people there, but they're not registered centre-back. The people who can play the position, but it's not their primary role. And this is why it's very important these days to have so many versatile players in a team. So if you suddenly have a massive run on players and injuries, you've got someone there to quickly plug a hole as such and hopefully stop there being a major problem. Now, the issue is our major problem have been centre-back. It was clear to see in the January window we needed one. It looked like we went to try and get two. We got turned down by the club for them. And then you had the situation where you're now having to see what you can do. Now, a lot of people say, can't we deregister a player and then bring one in? Nope, can't do that. The squad registration's gone in. It's full. That's already done. So you can't do that. We've already hit our 25-man squad list. So you're either going to bring in people from your under-21s. So maybe a Sam Reed to partner up on the bench with, say, Otterbayo. They're the kind of people you're now looking at. You're looking at your under-21s to plug gaps in that position. And it's not something you want to do. You were hoping that we could fix that defensive problem, but it is what it is. Now we've got a situation where we know Masaba and Sissoko players who are close to getting back to fitness. Maybe we see them sooner than later. We know Hasasu will take a while to get up to speed, but we got him who could come in as well at the back to help us. Maybe you shift someone else, but it's not what we needed. The result didn't go our way today, but we have to move on. That's football. At the end of the day, we've done that enough time to know this. I think we kind of really did that to West Brom at their place. Not at their place, at our place. We did that to West Brom, where we took all 3 points. I don't think we probably should have done. And then you've got the situation with today, or tomorrow, as I should say, that we didn't take our chances, and they got it at the end. Danny will be disappointed, but we've got to go again. We have to now go again, and that's what the big thing is. In times where there is injuries and times where you think the team should be low, that mentality that's going to get them through this. But it is what it is. We move on. Midweek, Swansea, Wednesday night.